Hi guys. Welcome to another video of Learning Hub. Hope you are all well. First thing first. If you are new to our channel, then you know what you have to do. Yes, subscribe to our channel Learning Hub and smash the like button. Also press the bell icon to get instant updates of new videos. The road to making your dream game starts here. Start developing games today with our step-by-step tutorials. Okay, so let's start today with Studio Basics. You will learn how to get started with Roblox Studio and make your first platforming game in Studio using basic parts. Introduction to Roblox Studio. First, install Roblox Studio by going to your Roblox account and press the Create button. It will automatically download Roblox Studio, and it's free. Install Roblox Studio. Roblox Studio, available for both Windows and Mac, is the essential building tool for Roblox games. It's free to use and does not require you to purchase a license. System requirements. The following system OS or hardware will ensure Roblox Studio runs smoothly. PC and Windows. Windows 7, Windows 8 or 8.1, or Windows 10, running IE, Internet Explorer, version 11 or higher. For Windows 8 or 8.1 you will need to run Roblox in desktop mode, as Metro mode, the tiled start screen, is not currently supported. Mac. Mac OS 10.11, El Capitan, and above. Graphics card. A computer less than 5 years old with a dedicated video card, or a laptop less than 3 years old with an integrated video card. Processor. Processor with a clock speed of 1.6 GHz or better. Memory. At least 1 GB of system memory. Internet access. This keeps the software up to date and lets you save projects to your Roblox account. A minimum 4 to 8 Mbps internet connection is recommended. In addition, a 2-button mouse with a scroll wheel will enhance your studio experience. Launch Roblox Studio. Once you've installed Studio, double-click the desktop icon, Windows, or click the dock icon, Mac. Part 1: Getting Started. In this course, you'll explore the basics of Roblox Studio through making a simple platformer game. In Roblox, a platformer game is often called an obby, obstacle course. Players have to make it to the end of the level by jumping from place to place, avoiding obstacles, and clearing treacherous gaps. Starting a new project. First, in Roblox Studio, click the New button in the upper left, or press Ctrl-N, or start a new project by selecting the baseplate template. Now delete the baseplate. Players need to fall to their doom if they make a mistake, so you'll need to remove the baseplate from the project before building your obby. Look for the Explorer window, which lists all objects in your game. You can use it to select and work with parts even if you can't see them in the game editor window. If the Explorer window isn't visible, select the View tab and click the Explorer button. Click the small arrow next to Workspace to expand the tree. Click on Baseplate to select it. And press Delete on the keyboard. Now create a starting point. In Roblox, a spawn location marks where a player appears in the world at the start of the game or after restarting. You'll need to create one so that players have somewhere safe to spawn in your obby. In the Explorer window, hover your mouse over Workspace and click the plus circle button. Scroll through the drop-down list until you find Spawn Location and click on it. The new spawn location will be created at the exact center of your camera view. Moving the camera. Now that you have an object in your game, move the camera around to get a better view. Control and Action. W, S and D moves camera. Q and E move up and down. Shift will change camera speed. Right mouse button to turn camera. Middle mouse button to pan camera. Mouse scroll wheel to zoom camera. And F to focus camera on selected part. Note if the camera doesn't move, click inside the game editor window. Part 2. Working with parts. Add a part. Parts are the basic building blocks of a game. You can use them to build a series of platforms. Select the Model tab and click the part icon. A new small part will appear at the center of your camera view. Move the part. The new part is the first platform players will jump to, so it should be reachable from the spawn point. Make sure the new part is selected, click on it in the game editor window. Use the camera controls to get a good view of the part. Select the Move tool. Drag the colored arrows to move the part slightly away from the spawn platform, giving players an easy first jump. OK, now need attention for part snapping. In Roblox, studs are the basic measurement unit. If a part only moves in steps, or rotates 45 degrees at a time, this is because of snapping. Snapping is useful when moving parts that should be aligned with each other exactly, like the walls of buildings. To adjust the snap amount, enter a different number for rotate or move, or click the small arrows within the fields. Alternatively, you can turn snapping off by unchecking the box next to rotate or move. Anchoring parts. Right now, any parts you've added other than the spawn location will fall into empty space if you were to try and play your game. Anchoring locks parts in place and stops them from moving, even if players or objects bump into them. Look for the Properties window, which lets you inspect and change properties for any selected object. Note if the Properties window isn't visible, select the View tab and click the Properties button. With a part selected, toggle on the anchored property. Scaling parts. In order to creatively design your course and balance the difficulty, you'll need to change the size and angle of the parts you insert. Parts can be easily resized along any axis. Select the Scale tool. Select a part in your OB and drag the colored handles in any direction. Rotating parts. Rotating parts works in a similar way to scaling. Select the Rotate tool. Drag anywhere on a colored ring to rotate around that axis. Attention, toggling collisions. The Collisions option lets you control if parts should be blocked from moving into each other. To turn collisions on or off, click the checkbox. If you set collisions on, you won't be able to move a part into any position where it overlaps another part. If you set collisions off, you can freely move parts anywhere in the world. Part 3. Finishing touches. More platforms. One jump isn't enough to make a great OB, so try creating different types of parts by clicking the small arrow below the Part button. Remember to use different sizes and rotations for variety. Reminders. As you create more parts, remember to view your OB course from multiple angles. Parts might not line up the way you think if you're only looking from one direction. If any of the parts fall down into space, you forgot to anchor them. If a part is scaling or rotating in steps that are too big or small to be helpful, you may need to adjust or turn off snapping. If a part is being blocked from moving or rotating into another part, turn off collisions. OK, now colors and materials. Right now, as just a collection of gray parts, your OB might be looking a little dull. Color and material of parts can be changed by editing a part's properties. Make sure you have one of your OB platforms selected. In the Properties window, click on the small box within the color field to select a new color. In the Material field, click the existing material and select a different option from the pull-down menu. Toolbox. Studio has a sharing platform for game items called the Toolbox. You can use it to quickly find ready-made models, textures, meshes, or other items. Open the Toolbox by selecting the View tab and clicking Toolbox. Click on a model and it will appear in your game. You can use the search bar to find specific objects. Anyone can upload an item to the Toolbox, so make sure your game still works after adding an item before settling on it. Inspect a model before inserting it. A model, image, or mesh item can be closely inspected by hovering over its thumbnail and clicking the magnify icon. The preview frame lets you see the item up close, and for 3D items like models and meshes, move the virtual camera around. In the lower right corner of the preview frame, the Composition button reveals the full object hierarchy of the item, including meshes, scripts, animations, and more. Playtesting. As you build out your obstacle course, it's a good idea to periodically test it and make sure everything works. Click the play button to start playtesting directly in Studio. While testing, you can use the same controls as a default Roblox game. W, S and D to move your character around. Spacebar to jump. And right mouse button to look around. Playtesting tips. Make sure you can actually complete your obby, and that all your parts are staying in place. Try and balance your game's difficulty. If any jumps are too hard, players will get frustrated, but if all jumps are too easy, they'll probably get bored. Publishing a project. It's good practice to publish regularly. In addition to saving your work to a secure place, publishing allows other players on Roblox to play your game. Select File, then Publish to Roblox to open the publishing window. Enter a name, an optional description, and click the Create button. In the upper right corner of Studio, click the Share button, and then click Game Settings. In the Settings window, set the game to public playability and click Save. Click the Share button again, and you'll see various options for sharing the game with others. And with that, your first Roblox game is complete. Try playing your obby with friends and compete to reach the end of the course fastest. And if for any reason you want to delete your game, then start the Studio, on left side go to My Game. And hover mouse over upper right corner and press Archive. We will be sharing more video and Roblox tutorials, and then you will be able to make your own games on Roblox for fun and profit. Also share this video with your friends. Subscribe to channel, and like the video. Till next time, stay safe and follow us for more upcoming gaming coverage.